Alright, I'm headed out right now to go put out some trail cameras. I got 8 cameras to put out. 4 of them are cell cams, 4 of them are regular SD cams. I'm going to put the cell cams back into areas that I don't really plan on getting into hunt, just more or less bedding points and thick cover. The SD cameras, those are going to be put kind of in areas that are easily accessible, areas where I'm probably going to get more nighttime pictures, but keep those up there for more or less for inventory. Let me know what's in the area, but the cell cams are going to be a good indication that once things start popping off in the area come mid-October, I'll have a good idea of how the deer are using this area, and then I can make my moves based off what I'm seeing. So I had a bunch of areas in here that were dropping acorns, not a lot, enough to where it's huntable, and it's going to be huntable for the foreseeable future. But I didn't find a lot of beech nuts. I wish I would have found more. I think a lot of people key in on acorns and the beech nuts. If you get a good beech nut crop, my goodness, deer love them. But we have a pretty bad disease with the beech trees going around, so I'm not really sure how bad that's affected this. I know I'm an arborist, so I cut down a lot of beech trees because they're dying, and I hate to see it, but as nature's taking its course. So we're gonna get in, get some of these cameras set up, and like I said, I'll kind of explain when we get to each area what's going on, and or what I think is going on anyways. You obviously put them out with one intention, you can learn something totally different. So that's the beauty of kind of keeping tabs on an area, keeping tabs on certain deer in the area, and learning it, so that way you can hunt it properly. Just want to check a lot of these areas you come into. If you're driving through clear cuts, I always like to get out and just take a look. You see you got some old tracks right here coming off this. There's a run coming right off this. Actually wouldn't be a bad spot to put a trail camera. See the deer already use it. They're going up through this browse. Got all these briars. There's probably some beech trees in here somewhere. Mostly maples, but you can look and see all this cover right here is just great. Good early season cover, good late season cover, and actually once the leaves start falling off the trees, it's gonna get even better. So I think I'll put a trail camera. I'm not gonna put a cell camera in here because I can easily access this. My words right. Yeah, there's quite a bit of deer tracks in here, so we just got pounded with rain, so see right there, that's a good deer track right there. It's coming up. Yeah, they're using this trail. They're going up and down this, so I'm gonna put a camera on that. You can see where they're crossing the road and going right into here too. Going right up through there. I don't see any beech trees. It's probably all gonna be browsing here. I'm gonna go get a camera up in there. Bite when they're in here eating the tops of these briars. They're eating the leaves, they're eating, there's so much food in here. Look at all this. It's all tore right down. Matted right down. You can see here in this clear cut, all this stuff is matted down, eaten up. So that's all picked apart. That. And here you got eating on these briars. Oh no. I'm assuming they're coming up further off the ridge. That's what I'm assuming anyways. I want a trail camera here. can see the run. I can see the deer trail going up into there. Looks like there's one coming out of there too. All they're doing is they're coming off the tops of these hills, dropping down into here, and feeding on all this. This is all food for them. So I think I might have to stick it on that big beech tree. I don't want to, but I got the camera all set up, hoping it's gonna do the trick. I don't know. It feels pretty sturdy, right? Feels pretty sturdy. I'm gonna find out, but I got it basically right here where they're coming off this ridge, mowing down into all these briar patches, popple lips and beech scrub and all that thick jungle nastiness. So it's the only tree I had. Put that trail camera on, so we're gonna give it a shot. Hopefully get something on camera to be able to show you guys. So we'll see. One thing, the reason why I do this after, before, or during a downpour rain, that way you're not leaving scent, because you can see I'm already busting my way through here. It's bad enough. I'm laying down a lot of scent, so anytime I go in the woods, I try to keep it when it's pretty close to a rain. Like I said, right before, right after, or even during it. So, yeah, you can see you got some deer poop there. They're coming in here, they're feeding. This is their food. They don't need that rich, starchy mass yet. Just messing around. Oh, hot. You have no idea how painful this is. I'm walking up this drainage right now. See how it's kind of goes up to a big ridge. And there's a couple of drainages, one on this side and then one on that side. And I kind of just want to keep on the trail, so I'm going to put up a mock scrape with a hanging rope. I'm also looking for rubs. I'm looking for fresher tracks of the rain. I want to see what's coming up on this ridge, what's using it. That's how these deer are getting up into these hills. Yeah, it's a nice track right there. That one's fresh. That one's probably from this morning. Deer coming back to bed. I like this. I like this intersection right here. I think I'm going to put that cell camera here. I want to see where I'm at on the map first. Made basically a licking branch. Took regular white rope. White's good because the deer can see it from a ways away. It'll kind of attract them. And I got a coat hanger. And I just got electrical tape. It's nothing special. Hanging up here. Too much work on it. What I want the camera to be able to capture any deer walking through here, so I set it right here. I'll get any deer on camera. Kind of working that branch. Actually, you know what? Put it on that branch right there. Might be a little better. Put it on that branch. Yeah? How's that? I think that's a little better now. That's gonna be good right there. camera set up right there, so that way the run crossing right here and the run coming up and down the ridge here. We'll get anything on camera. It's probably going to be a lot of nighttime pictures on this camera. Maybe not, but we'll see. I don't see any beech trees, so it must be up a little bit higher. But we got this here. I'm going to go ahead and throw some good old branch butter on it. I'm going to rough up the ground, probably piss in it, just to kind of get things fired up. So, alright. I just got down this little swamp here on a couple old rubs. Not really a spot that I could actually hunt. There's a lot of travel coming through here, so I put the trail camera right up here. And it's pointing out towards into there. Any deer coming off that ridge, coming through this swamp, could end up right here. So this is accessible, you know, during daylight. So I'll put a regular SD card camera there, so that way, you know, I can come in and check it without worrying about blowing deer out of here. So, pretty good little travel route. Let's see a spot I could hang a tree stand or climb a tree with a climber, but I'm sure they're here. So, alright, we're gonna get out of here. Go back right now to put a camera up in a spot that I had a camera there last year. I just never hunted it. I didn't really get a lot of bucks on it, but I think I know why. So I'm gonna reposition the camera. Just want to make sure that I'm not missing anything. There's a bunch of does, so I couldn't understand why there wasn't any bucks on camera. A couple small ones, I mean, but it's only a matter of time before that changes. Alright, well, I don't even know if I got that on video or not. I definitely didn't get the buck on camera. I was sitting there and I was walking up the ridge in this like little drainage, and I look and I'm looking at a rub, and I was in here 5 days ago to pull that cell camera. I had been in there since last year. It's ways back in there, and I looked up, same route that I took in and out last time. There was a fresh rub, and I put the camera on it, I don't know, and then I looked and it said the camera was dead, so or going dead. I no more than take like 5 steps and all of a sudden I see a whitetail jump up. I look and it's a nice 110 inch 8-point, so pretty promising. I'm not happy that I bumped him. I mean, he didn't blow or anything like that, and the wind definitely was not blowing towards him, so either way I bumped him out of his bed, or maybe he was just walking up the ridge milling around. But nonetheless, it was pretty cool to see that buck. I'm headed to another spot right now. I'm gonna go take a look. I gotta put in a trail camera. I'm gonna put in an SD camera on a scrape line. Well, there was a scrape line there last year, and looked like there was some previous years of scrape activity, so most likely gonna open up again this year. So I'm gonna get in there and throw in a camera. Probably throw a cell camera up in here too. Let's see, I got 2 more cell cameras to put out and 2 more SD cameras to put out. So I'm kind of trying to decide. I know where I'm gonna put one. It's a little drainage coming off another ridge. That's about 1.5 miles to the north of here, so northeast of here. All these old deer tracks in here. See them all. Most people don't stop to take a look at these trails. Deer cross. It's all part of the puzzle. We're trying to get everything figured out in a certain area. You gotta take in all the information. All the information the deer are gonna give you. It's all valuable. Whether that be the sign itself or the fact that there's no sign, it's still valuable to know. There's a deer right there. Looks like a little doe. Oh, there's 2 of them. Yeah, doe and a fawn. First one I saw was a bigger one. Nice. All day long. Oh, there's another one right there. What is that? It's a doe too. They're up here feeding. They're hanging out. It's a bummer, but I gotta get these cameras in here soon. Another one right there. 4 of them. Just hanging out in here. Yeah, the other one just popped out on the trail right there. Oh my God. Check this out though. This is an old scrape from last year, as I was talking about. Look at that. I got this all chewed up right here. I'd think about putting a camera here, but yeah, it'd probably end up getting stolen, unfortunately, because it's only a few hundred yards away from the truck. And I haven't gained any elevation, so I hate to say that about people, but unfortunately, that's the joys of hunting public land. So I want to get these cameras up higher. You can see there's some beech trees up there. It's probably the primary food source in here. Besides all this lush green stuff that they're eating on. It's briars. You can see how they've picked off all the leaves. That's what these deer are going to eat up until, well, pretty much start getting snow. Here's another one. It's all washed out, but see the branches all broken off, bitten off. This area was all torn up. All these little old logging roads. Nice, this is perfect for bedding, but there's a lot of food here. And if the does are going to be here, the bucks are going to show up sooner or later. That's the inevitable. Look at that rub. It's I'm looking right. That's great though. There's another deer. That one's a little buck. Look at him, he's just looking at me. Yeah, a little spike one. Look at him. He's right there. That's like 7 or 8 deer that I've seen. And I'm 400 yards away from the truck. I had one up there last year, but a bear kept eating it. I lost 2 trail cameras, I think, to the same damn bear. Also, too, here's a bed. Once these leaves start falling, these deer are gonna go higher up in the hills there. You can see, we got ridges all the way around us. Boom, bed. Bed right over there, bed right here. You can see that these deer are just laying here. It's all does, don't get me wrong, it's all does. But I can tell you, in the morning, when your thermals are coming up, the way that these bucks will travel these ridges is they'll get above these drainages, walk way up there, and as the thermals are bringing the air up, they're scent checking those does. You can see trail runs, whole top of that knuckle there. Alright, I got this all set up. I'm pretty close to the top of the ridge here. Obviously we saw the deer down farther, but as these leaves start to fall off, everything starts turning brown. They tend to come higher up in the hills, so this will be set up to where if I start seeing deer, I can move in and make a play based off the direction that I see the deer traveling, or whatever I think is going on. So it's just the same rope setup that I did for the last 3 or 2, I guess. I'm not I'm dressing it out, kind of roughing it up down here, putting this, I don't know, I use this Black Widow branch butter. got quite a bit of pictures on it last year. I had put a little bit of this stuff higher up so that way it kind of seeps in and it doesn't exactly drain out of the bottom of the rope here. So right there, I'm going to set my trail camera around that maple right there. That way anything walking down through this old cut right here, I'll get it on camera. So even if they're, you know, just moseying through. So I'm gonna get that set up right now. All right, I got that all set up. Trail camera, good to go. I need to reposition a little bit. We'll go take a look. So, yeah, it looks pretty good. Anything comes through here, I'm getting it on camera. So, I wanted to get a camera in here last year. It was just too late in the season. I didn't want to come up here and booger anything out, which obviously I did a good job of doing that today anyway. So, doing this lowland stuff right now. I got a marsh right out in front of me. I'm looking for a concentrated run in here that the deer are using. It's pretty thick in here. I'm gonna try setting up a trail camera. You know, just seeing what comes through here. Alright, so I found the run. It actually goes down the hill. Right down through there, right on the edge of the marsh here. This big knob right here meets this marsh. It dropped down in. So this would actually be a really good spot to hunt. I'm gonna put the trail camera right on this tree, so that way it's pointing down. Anything coming through there, we'll get it on trail camera. So I'll go ahead and get that camera all set up. I got the trail camera all set up. I think I'm about done. I got one more cell cam. I'm not sure I'm gonna put it out. I mean, I didn't put it out today, so looks good. I'm pretty pumped. I got a pretty good start on the season, I feel like. So probably call it a day from here. It's starting to kind of dry up. I know we're supposed to get more rain throughout the day, but I figured I'd pumped enough deer I'll get out of the woods here. So thanks a lot, everyone, for watching. I hope you picked up some tips. Hope you you know, learned something. And good luck to everyone this season. You know, I want to see everyone, you know, learn something, become better hunters this year. And if I can help people do that, it'd be pretty cool. So keep up with us on social media. I really want to stay in contact with everyone and see how everyone's season's going and everything. We're going to do an update almost every week throughout the season, so look forward to that. It's going to be something cool. We're pretty happy and pretty excited to be able to bring that to everyone. So yeah, I'm going to get out of the woods, so keep an eye out for plenty more videos to come. Stay wild.